Hey guys, what is going on? This is Zip of RageQuitTV casting the Craft Cup. This is the semifinals. The map is iCCup TestBug, also known as iCCup Pokemon TLS versus Snute PVZ, and we do have Snute spawning as the red Zerg on the Magnemite position, which is the bottom left of iCCup TestBug. And over in the Bulbasaur, TLS does spawn. Bulbasaur, I don't know if Bulbasaur does beat Magnemite. I think Magnemite would actually beat Bulbasaur in a one-on-one battle, so I have to give this advantage right now to Snute. And also, red does beat green, so Snute right now has the double counter to what TLS is doing. He is in the I don't know, he has to fight an uphill battle from here. We'll see if he can. The probe is going out to throw down that 9 pylon and then probably go scout. We'll see. Yes, he is going to scout. So he is going to go over to that Magnemite position, see Snute, and he's going to be like, oh my god, I can't do anything against him. But no, he is actually going towards that Steelix position first, so he is going to scout Snute last. We do have that pylon just finishing. We're going to chrono boost these 2 probes out very soon. And over in Snute land, let's see what he does. He is going to be getting 3 drones right now. Going to go for that Overlord. No, he's already got that Overlord. So we're going to see if he's actually going to be going for that pool or the hatchery. Any minute now, he will decide to show us his tech. He's at 100 mils right now. He may just be going for a pool first, but it looks like he is going for a hatch first build. We do have TLS with his probe going to come. Is he actually going to make it? No. Well, he does throw down that pool first. Does signal like Roach play. I normally see that gas first, kind of throwing a wrench in my plans. I expected for a probe and Zerg to battle for that hatchery's position, but no. Snute just goes and gets his gas first. Not gas first, his pool first. Still no gas though, and the probe is going to come in and see that. So a little bit odd build right now coming out of Snute. Again, these players are very high level, making it to the semifinals of Craft Cups, which means they had to take out 6 players. And then 1 other player in a BO3. So 6 BO1s, 1 BO3 to get to this BO3. So both these players have a long way. They are undefeated right now. So we do have that Cybernetic score going down at 17 for TLS. And the hatchery going down before the gas. So it looks like a pool hatch build. You don't see that too often. We do have 2 Zerglings coming out and an Overlord also coming out, as Snute right now is supply kept, but he is getting that queen, and that second hatch is about a quarter of the way done. This Overlord is going up, is going to have to go around soon, just going to come up, see the wall off by TLS, will like wall off with a Zealot. Eventually that Zealot will get there, but the Stalker is what that Overlord has to be cautious about, as it can shoot the air. The Zealot come out and be like, hey Overlord, how's it going? You want to land? And the Overlord's just like, rah, rah. The Zealot's like, I don't know. Do you want to land? And the Overlord again goes, rah, rah. Both players cannot understand what each other is saying. And the Zealot just wants the Overlord to land so he can hop up on the Overlord and go fly around, because how fun would that be? And then eventually dig a Psyblade into one of those giant eyes of the Overlord and take it out. Or those giant sides that are just poofing something. Zealot does fend off those lings, and we do have Snute. Looks like he is just macroing up, still building drones. We actually have a sentry before the Stalker, which is a little bit odd. It does make you can't do any type of aggression early on, but the sentry does gain like efficiency over time. Because, well, if you get the sentry first, by the time the Stalker comes out, your sentry will have more energy than if you went Stalker than sentry. And yada yada yada. But right now, the Stalker does reign supreme. You can walk around. You can pick off lings, you can try to find an Overlord, and you can probably kill a drone or 2 with a Stalker and Zealot if they go for a quick hatchery. So generally I do like seeing a Stalker first and just put some aggression, but he gets double sentry, so it looks like he needs mineral dumps on something soon, and that's why he is throwing up 2 gateways in the back. But since that ling did see 2 sentries, he knows that there's a lot of minerals missing, because these sentries don't really cost minerals. So if you start seeing your opponent get a lot of sentries out, you gotta think, what are they using the minerals on? Is it more gateways, or is it a nexus? And right now TLS does get 2 gateways after these sentries, so it's kind of a greedy 3-gate expand. 3-gate expand is very common, but you're using a lot of the mineral dumps to get those gateways, and then using mineral dumps again to get the nexus. Normally, you get 3 gateways up, and then use the mineral dumps on your nexus. But now, since patch 1.3.3 came out, sentries have a less, like 5 seconds less, so maybe this is a better way to do it now. And we do have a forge going down after those 3 gateways. What do we have over in Snoot? Looks like he is getting that spine crawler with 2 extractors. So he's going to be on 4 extractors and also going for the Baneling's Nest. We'll see if he does do some carpet bombs. I don't think... Was Snoot the one? Maybe earlier this tournament I did cast Snoot. It was either Snoot or Monkeys. Do amazing Baneling bombs. I think it was Monkeys. Snoot is going for 3 spine crawlers. Seeing all these spine crawlers is a big hint at Muta play. But maybe it's just because Snoot is doing kind of like an Ice Fisher type opening. Is he still building queens? No, he's only got 2 queens. So, just going 4 spine crawlers to help defend. And getting some Banelings now. Banelings are very, very common in ZVP now. And it's kind of funny because before, people were like, you're getting Banelings in Zerg vs Protoss, you're stupid. And now those Banelings have actually worked their way into the matchup and are very good. Especially if he does Overlord drops on these sentries. As sentries die so quickly to Banelings, and Force Fields and Guardian Shield don't really do anything. They fall very fast to Banelings. Take out a sentry. No matter what the upgrades. And if they're running Guardian Shield or not, we do have those 4 spine crawlers now in place. And the lair is done, going for that Ventral Sax upgrade. Over on this hatchery, he is going for that Overlord speed, and my apologies, I forgot to put that production tab up for the longest time, as we do see the robotics facility and hallucination being researched by TLS. So we're going to see hallucinations and Baneling bombs in the same game. And that's going to be some very fast Baneling bombs. It may actually just be targeted at the econ of TLS, as he doesn't really have roaches or too many lings. And does Snoot have link speed yet? Doesn't look like it. Is he getting it? Link speed now is just done, so yeah, he was getting it. Got to morph these into Banelings. We have hallucinated by those Phoenix. But they are going to pass over these lings, not seeing them. These lings are going to turn into Banelings. And then the Overlords are going to pick them up. And the Phoenix are going to spot the 3rd base of Snoot. And TLS may move out to take that 3rd base. And then all these Banelings are going to hop in these Overlords. And then just drop on this middle line without any defense. And yes, the Banelings are going to be coming in. Do they have that speed upgrade? Let us check really fast. Where's that Baneling's Nest back here? No, they do not. Baneling's speed has not been upgraded. We do have 2 Stalkers coming in. And here we go. Is he going to take out a lot of those workers? And TLS doesn't look like he's paying attention. And there he goes. Yeah, he is. But some of those workers did go down. And still just going to pick those Banelings back up. And we have TLS pulling back. No, he is going in to attack. He realizes a lot of your force is right here. So let us go. The 2 Overlords do turn around. These Overlords are going. These probes are going. If he pays attention, he can take them out. But this 3rd base is going down, does get canceled. That base was kind of like, haha, made you look, or made you come here, and kind of just delays TLS. And here we go, Baneling's dropping on some Stalkers. They do okay damage, but more importantly, he just wants to get these probes, and doesn't really look like he gets too many. TLS with some nice micro, but he did lose a lot of mining time. Snoot didn't really lose too much. He lost all those Banelings. And only killed 8 workers. Well, only 8, so I think that was really bad by Snoot. Did not, give him any advantage. The mining time TLS lost was minimal. You have to kill more probes with that. And I think it all comes down to Snoot just slightly not paying attention. There was a time when all the probes were down here and the Overlords were right here. If they started unloading, they could have taken out so many probes. And it looks like we have just lings. So Snoot is going to do a ling bomb now. And we do have a Stalker getting morphed in, but lings are out. The Stalker is not good against lings, and all these units are forced to come up. They kind of funnel in, and this pylon is going down. The Stalker does go down. Those lings are going to now attack a Zealot. Not the smartest thing to attack. Takes out a pylon and probably should be getting out of there. But at the same time, a Baneling bomb did go off, and we were at 8 kills. Now we're at 22 kills, so my apologies for missing that. But we did just have 14 probes get killed by a Baneling bomb drop, and now we have Snoot double expanding, having infestors out. So Snoot now playing this game very nicely, putting a lot of pressure on the Protoss player. But we have that Uber bait now coming out. Colossus do very well against Zerg players, especially ones that are going ling bling. Mako Hatch is up by Snoot with this double expanding. He is going to have more lover than he knows what to do with. Lots of lings are out by Snoot going in this army tab. You can see Snoot, though, does not have his large army, but he has a lot more workers. 55 drones to 35 probes. And looks like another drop is going on. Lots of lings unpowering a gateway in Robo facility. That is pretty big. And now he is just going to go back in those overlords and go out. Snute is just abusing his mobility. At the same time, he does not drop this base again. But TLS did one hotkey sigil and pulled all his units away. So Lynx could have just ran by and taken out more probes if Snute wanted to. But Snute is probably feeling fairly confident about this game now. Lots of Lynx out, lots of infestors. And by lots of infestors, I mean a lot of infestors. That is 9 infestors are out. And that is a lot of fungal growthing, a lot of infested talons, lots of anything they want to do. And looks like another drop is going on. 2 stalkers waiting for that, but that's a lot of Lynx. And now those infestors come in, gets a fungal growth off, gets another fungal growth off, does have a lot more infestors to lower this HP armor of the stalkers. Force field's going down, and it looks like Snute making a bit of a blunder. And these Lynx are not doing anything. They could be going in, and these infestors could be running away. But what are they doing? They just keep fungal growthing, and they may actually be able to kill a lot. Infested talons do go down. Those units do retreat, and these Lynx are still just sitting here, and TLS is like this race with a big smiley face. Snute is just playing this game tremendously, and now targeting the warp gates, not going for the econ line anymore. And TLS doesn't really have anything, and infested talons are actually walking their way up. More infestors are coming, banelings being made, and one warp gate does go down. Zealots are trying to defend this, but that is a lot of Lynx. And going over this 8 p.m. tab, you do see Snute at 158 and TLS at 190. These banelings come in, take out more probes, and these infestors are now forced to retreat. And at the same time, Zealots have cleaned up these Lynx, only took out one warp gate and a lot of pylons. And whatever buildings were over here. 62 drones, 235 probes, and Snute is just playing like the Swarm now, has bases everywhere, units everywhere. Look at this vision of Snute. Doesn't really have his Laffy Taffy expanded at all, but he just has units everywhere, and that could work out badly for him if TLS can pick up this force and somehow snipe these small attack forces of Snute, and he could come back, but it looks like Snute now just going in, just has a bunch of Lynx and infestors. Overlord drops right now would win him the game if he chose to do so. Lots of Overlords still just sitting here. Lots of Overlords over here. There's Overlords pretty much everywhere. How many Overlords does he have out? Looks like he has 16 Overlords out and 12 Infestors. This may be a little bit overkill on the Infestors. Does he have Nero Parasite? No, he does not. He is getting it, though. No worries. That Colossus will be a part of the Zerg army in just about, well, a long time. It's at a little over halfway done, but it's got 110 seconds left on it. Or not left, but 110 seconds total, so another 20 game seconds it will be done. And we do have another double expansion coming out from Snute. He is going to be on 6 bases to just 2 bases. With this army of infestors, army of Lynx, does have a Roach one going up, does have a Spire going up. Does he have a Hive just yet? No, he does not. He is getting that just about done, and now he's going to be able to Neuroparasite that Colossus. He could actually Neuroparasite. How many infestors does he have out? He has 12 infestors. He could probably Neuroparasite every single unit TLS has. Colossuses do get Neuroparasite. Those Lynx, making sure nothing can attack these infestors. And TLS just leaves the game after he was being very well managed with this race, but maybe he is not happy at all. We will be going into game number 2.